Hello, what's up, guys? You're welcome. Hello, what's up, guys? Hi, guys. You're all welcome. Welcome to today's episode of our live Forex market class. Today, we are going to be looking at different currency pairs and we are going to be spotting fantastic trading opportunities on them. How are you guys doing today? Please, as you are joining us, just let know where you are joining from, your name and where you are joining from. I want this to be very interactive as possible. Right now, I could see Mitchell. Hi, Mitchell. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. You've been here since the beginning, since last week. We have Brian Mufutau already. And please let me know so that I can acknowledge you guys that you are coming in. And for those that are watching the replay, that are going to be watching the replay of this live session also, I'm greeting you guys. Today, I have some nice trading opportunities I've prepared for you. We are going to be looking at them. And also, some of your questions that you have are going to be answered today. So, guys, as I have told you last week, we are going to be having this live trading session 3 times in a day on Mondays, Thursdays, and Wednesday. I mean, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays from 11 o'clock UK time, that is 10 o'clock GMT, to around 12 or 1, depending on how my spirit leads me. It depends. So, but it should be approximately 2 to 3 hours. That's what we are going to be doing. So, guys, as you're coming in, just kindly help share the link of this video directly on YouTube so that other people can take advantage of this free trading session. There are some guys right now that they are battling with what they want to trade for this week. And there are some that have already picked their trade and they are wondering what's next, what's happening. Should I just close this loss? Should I just wait? Will it reverse? Should I just, they don't know. And there are some that are already in profit. They are wondering, should I keep this profit rolling or should I just close my trade on profit? You never can tell. There are a lot of people out there that need this information. So kindly share this live stream link to others. Don't be the only one enjoying this opportunity, okay? Share it and bless other people today. The more you bless other people, the more the blessing gets to you, okay? The more you share, the more you have. So don't be the only one enjoying this kind of fantastic free session, okay? Please, let's start sharing. I give you guys just 2 minutes for the sharing. Or 2 minutes, it's too much. Okay, 2 minutes. Share on all forest related groups you are and share on any platform you have, maybe WhatsApp or on your status, family and friends that you know that are interested in trading, that trade forex, that trade crypto, they trade any other thing tradable. Just help us share that. Thank you guys. Let's do that within the next 2 minutes, and we are going to get at our analysis for today. So while we are doing that, I'm trying to fix what's happening on my trading view. I also have been live on trading view now. I don't know what's happening. So let me try and see what's happening on trading view with the live that's supposed to have started on trading view. Yeah. My goodness. Stream. Why hasn't started? Start now. Yes. What's happening? Why is it not starting? Stream offline settings. I think there is an issue with trading view, but let me try and check out what's happening here. We are having trouble streaming to your destination. It is possible your HTMP server URL or stream key is valid. We'll keep trying and let you know if it's true. So edit. Let's try and edit what's happening there. Okay. Custom RTB server. Or I have to quickly just take a minute to quickly copy the streaming key so that I can set up for those that are on trading view so that I can have access to this video. So stream key, let me see. Stream key, copy, stream key. The thing is that I thought the streaming key would be the same for the video. I thought the one I used last week would be the same for today, but that's not the case. So let me add it now. Some fields are invalid. Nickname, okay. So okay, I'm removing this and I'm going to put this. Yes, I think I'm now live on Trading View. For those that are on Trading View, they can join me there. But you guys, I will appreciate it more if you can join me from from YouTube. Okay, guys on yes, I think I'm live now on Trading View. Guys on Trading View, if you can hear me loud and clear and if you can see my screen, just type it in the live chat box. Please let me know if you can hear me. Tomorrow I'm going to get something fixed whereby we can have a background music, that will increase our concentration and won't let everything to be boring. So whenever I just keep quiet or relax, the music will be there and everything will be, bubbling. So, so that's it. Actually, we are not interested in the doubling of a thing. What we are interested most in is our analysis and making money. So, but while we are making money, regardless, we still have to uh, make ourselves happy and have some fun also. So, guys, let's start today's analysis without wasting much of your time. I have a message here from Michelle. Michelle said, Gold responded to our downtrend analysis. Wow. So, a round of applause for me then. Hmm. So that's it. Gold responded to our down analysis, and let's just quickly have a review of all what has happened during the week since Monday that we had our first session for this week. Okay, so let's start from you know what? Let's start from the cryptocurrency pairs, and then we start going gradually. So, guys, for cryptocurrencies, I analyzed Ethereum last week that Ethereum is going to continue the fall, and Ethereum did fall more than I expected. It really fell more than I expected. It was so amazing. My analysis on Friday was that it's going to fall, and I was even expecting the fall to just be some quid pips, some just little pips, but it really fell massively. So let's quickly look at it. What do we think is going to happen for Ethereum? I think Ethereum still has to do one leg. We have the wave one, wave two here. The whole of this push down is wave three. At first, I was expecting the wave four is going to go as high as this, but the sellers are mad. People keep selling their cryptos. They are panicking. This is what we call panic selling because they are thinking there's no future in crypto anymore. So they want to quickly just get their money out of there. So, but I don't really blame them. I don't really blame them. That's what happens most of the time when you trade when you trade asset or instrument that the government does not really support, because they really know that if Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency is to stay, it might definitely be uh, an enemy of the digital, the fiat currency. I mean, the normal currency we do have. But for us traders, we are less concerned about that. So far, it has a chart. We are going to analyze it and we take the opportunities there. So that's what we're seeing for Ethereum. Ethereum has this small correction to the upside as wave four. Then, uh, then we noticed that market started going to the downside after the correction of wave four. Okay, so that's what we can have on. That's what we had on Ethereum. We have one, two, three, four, five. This down move is going to terminate anytime soon. So when that happens, there's going to be a bit of retracement to the upside, whereby the buyers will come in, and then we see another fall to the downside. So the whole of this one, two, three, four, five. This impulse from the beginning here from this beginning here of 1915 down to as low as 976, I count it as what? As a whale of wave 3. Okay? Then I'll have a correction to the opposite side, which is going to be in form of what? Wave 4. Then we now have wave 5 to the downside. That's my own Elliot wave count and analysis on Ethereum. So is there any trading opportunity right here? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't think there's any opportunity here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see how it goes. Okay? That's what I advise. So, guys, that is Ethereum analysis in a nutshell. So, let's go to what else do we have? Um, we have Bitcoin. Is it Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin analysis. Bitcoin is currently trading, my goodness. Bitcoin has gotten to the low of 20,000 today. That is hilarious. What has happened to those that have invested when it was around 60,000? My God. That means they have lost nothing less than, if they invested around 60,000 and now it's currently around 20,000. Now they had a loss of like 40,000 divided by 60,000. Uh, that's like 66% of their capital is in loss. So someone that has like $100 investment when it was around 60,000 will be left with, let me see, 100 minus 67 will be left with $33 right now. So if you have $100 worth of BTC, when was that? Around 60,000. When it was $1 was 60,000 BTC. That was maybe around November 2021. That was November last year. That was like 6, 7, 8 months ago. December, January, February, March, April, May, June. We are at the seventh month. That means you have had a loss of $67 just within just 8 months. Okay, that is for those that are holding, and that is why from the onset, right from 2018, when the noise of crypto started, what I used to tell my people then is that I'm not like going to be investing in Bitcoin for a long time, because the long term future of crypto is cloudy. You never can tell. So the best thing is to just trade it for the short term, invest in it. When you have an opportunity, make tangible profit. That is if you're trading using leverage, trading using different brokers. But for those that are investing their hard earned money there, and they are seeing it in form of gold, that okay, put your money there, when it rises or when you need money, you sell it out. It's not that way. It doesn't work that way. So I'm not saying crypto, maybe Bitcoin will not skyrocket and go back to that price. I'm not sure about that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm just saying is we have to understand some things in investment. There is a thin line between investment, trading, and gambling. Okay, these three things people tend to like combine them together unknowingly. I can say maybe because of they are not aware or they think, because in finance there's something we call the overconfidence bias. When a normal person thinks he understands what he's doing, you get what I'm saying? So that's what we call overconfidence bias. They are overconfident that I can't be doing something that is wrong while they are doing something that is wrong. So the thin line there is this: for trading, you are trying to take advantage of short-term market movements. So the strategies you are going to be using has to do with that also. You are willing to take a bit risk to take a higher reward within a short-term frame. You are not looking at the long-term intrinsic value of that particular trading asset. Okay. But for investment, you are looking at the long-term fundamental value, the intrinsic value of that asset you're trading or security in the future, maybe in a year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, 4 years' time. Okay, then I'm going to be able to cash out. So for those kind of investment, you don't put money that like you are going to be using to do something like your disposable income. No, you don't put that kind of money there. You put the money that I'm not going to be needing it for the next couple of years or couple of months. But for trading, you can put some funds that you can afford to lose, but at the same time, you want to see how it's going to give you profit within a short period of time. So that one is like an active form of investment whereby you have to be there day to day. That's where we have the day traders. And the last part, which is not even part of it at all, is gambling. Most people saying they are investing and trading in the crypto market are just gambling. So gambling is just you thinking, wishing something will happen, and you are putting your money at stake without any concrete analysis, without any convincing reason. You can gamble in anything. Even in real estate, you can gamble. As real estate investment is, you can be a gambler, whereby you just thought, oh, this house, hopefully, maybe, let me just buy it. I have this money, let me just buy it. Hopefully, maybe in the next 2 months, I'll be able to sell it as time two of my price. You're just gambling because you don't have any reason, tangible analysis on ground. So how you do that if you don't want to gamble it? You now go and meet those that are valuing properties. You get it? You go and meet them. Okay, can you do the survey of this area? Can you do the visibility studies for me? Can I know what you think? Can you help me look at data, price data, a past trend of the market? Like whenever you buy a house here, how does it appreciate? There are many online, what are they calling? There are many websites to do that kind of analysis. For instance, in the UK, we have rightmove.co.uk. It's going to show you that okay, this house, the last time it was sold was 10 years ago. It was sold for this price. 15 years ago, it was sold for this price. And even the analysis is going to tell you that okay, on this street, we sold 5 houses, and this is the amount we sold it during this month or within last 2 months. And last year, this is the amount it was being sold. So from that, you can now analyze and model your possible future profitability from that. That is, you are investing with your common sense. You are not gambling. So if it goes your way, you will be you'll be very happy at the same time that oh fine. And if it doesn't go your way, you have something to learn. So you now take that lesson to another investment opportunity and you are going to make more from what you have lost. So that's how investors do it. But for gamblers, they don't want to know why it didn't work out. They are just like, oh, it didn't work out today. It's not my lucky day. Let me try again. So I've in the last 5 6 minutes, I've been able to explain to you guys what I think is the thin line between trading, investment, and gambling. Gambling, some people do it and they make money, but the problem is, can they maintain that money? You get it? So how they will maintain the money is by investing it. Okay, if you make no matter how amount of money you make in gambling, you can't continue to make that money if you continue to put it in gambling. If not, you are going to put all that money back into that pot. So you have to learn how to invest properly, or you look for those that understand it. So I saw something on the CFA Institute yesterday when I was reading. They were saying something about that there's a behavioral bias whereby uh whereby there is a transmission of information from those participants who act first and those deciding whose decisions influence the decisions of others. That is a good thing, is a characteristic of an efficient market. When you know you can't invest properly, you should imitate those that are investing properly, like following what they are doing. That has to do with you yourself looking at, do this person know what he's doing? That's the best way to do long-term investment. But for trading, it's something you yourself can learn and do it whenever you want to do it and risk the amount you know you can afford to lose on the short-term basis in trading. So by and large, that's what I have for you guys for crypto. I'm telling you guys, there's a possibility right now that I'm seeing on Bitcoin that Bitcoin is going to gain some momentum to the upside, but I don't know for how long, and I don't know if it's going to get back to that high of maybe 60,000 and above. But currently on the short term, on 4 hour time frame, as I can see on my chart here, we I'm having the whole of this down move is wave one, and I'm having wave two to the upside, and I'm expecting the whole of this down move to be my wave three, which I thought has completed somewhere here, because when I now try to look at the sub wave, I see that this down move is my wave one. Oh, let me enlarge my chart so that you can see it properly. Fantastic. Yeah, I think it's my chart is now larger. You can, yeah, good. So this is my wave one, and the correction to this upside, I'm seeing it, I'm checking out my wave two. This was my wave three before, and this wave four, wave five. But now I have reconsidered it that this should be one of three, two of three, three of three, four of three, five of three. That means my wave three has finished somewhere here, and this correction wave four, wave five, all in the whole of wave three. You might not understand that, but do not bother yourself with that. The most important thing for you to know right here is that the whole of this down move is an impulse, and after an impulse a correction will come. So whenever there is a smart and swift move to the downside, there will be a correction to the upside. Whenever there is a smart and swift move to the upside, there will definitely be a correction, like a relaxation phase whereby market is going to range before you see the breakout to the other side. So that's exactly what I think is happening on on Bitcoin. So on my RSI confirmation, I could spot this divergence right here. So hopefully, if this divergence works out, then there will be a bullish momentum for Bitcoin just to recover to the upside, and that upside is going to be serving as our wave for. Now let's look at the support and resistance. I'm not sure if it's going to get to this resistance zone, but let's mark the closest resistance zones. The closest are somewhere here and somewhere here. Okay, yeah, that's nice, fantastic. So we are going to be having one, two, three, four, five, and possibility to move upward to either here or here. So those are the two potential regions I'm expecting what do we call it, Bitcoin to get to. So what I do now is let me screenshot this. I keep it for record purpose. And when market reacts, I'm going to join it with um, with the after scenario. Fantastic. Let me check trading view and see if anyone asks have contributed to what we are saying. I don't know why it's saying stream offline. I don't know. Why is it saying stream offline on trading view? Okay, guys. Let's continue. I think I've done justice to the crypto section. I want to move straight now to Bitcoin, to DXY. That's the USD pairs. That's what I want to do right now. Before tomorrow, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix the trading view session. I'm going to be able to combine those streaming platforms together. But for now, let's look at USD pairs. We are going to be looking swiftly into DXY, USD CHF, Euro Dollar, USD CAD, Gold. Those are the five currency pairs we are going to be looking at now for the next 30 minutes. Okay, so let's begin. Yeah, starting from DXY. DXY is the US dollar currency index. I've said this last week. The reason why I do analyze DXY first before other USD pairs is because the USD currency index is just is like is a tool that helps you to have a rough estimate of what is happening um in the US dollar currency as a whole. So whenever you see strength in US dollar index, is giving you like a sign that USD pairs are going to be bullish across board. So you'll be ready to buy USD CAD, USCHF, and all others. That is if you see that USD index is getting ready to be bought. So, but right now, what we are seeing is as if USD is going to be falling. I've explained this on Monday, and that's exactly what the market is doing. As I anticipated that the whole of this is wave one from my analysis, and this is correction of wave two. This should be wave one, wave two correction, wave three, wave four, and wave five. So that is wave three, wave one, wave two, wave three. Then the correction is wave four. We're expecting a fall to downside before we see the movement to the upside to be our wave five. So if that is the case, what opportunities do we have on USD index? So for me, I've already like take a position right from here because I know wave four can be unpredictable at times. Give me a minute, please. Sorry for that. I really appreciate. Okay, so I know the wave four may be unpredictable because most of the time wave four will just happen to be a short-term correction. But I've been able to take my Fibonacci to measure the whole of the beginning of this wave three up to this high here, from this low up to this high using my Fibonacci. Fine. So after the measurement, I'm trying to see where does the 38.2 and 50% Fibonacci levels falls on the chart. And here are the marks. I have the 104.118 and 103.639 price region. Those are the region I'm expecting the retracement to fall into before I pick my buy position to continue a long trade on USD related pairs. So I'm anticipating that this fall is going to continue and get to this territory. Those are my potential reversal zone. That is my overview, my own opinion for DXY. So let's look at USD For USD we already started this analysis from the higher time frame on Monday. You can go back to check that video. You're going to understand the reason why we think USCHF also is going to go down a bit. And on my signal channel, I already gave them a sell trade opportunity right here. But I have a bot for USDCHF, which I'm going to show you guys right now. So right now I have wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, and this leading diagonal I'll count it as my wave five. So this is the first leg, second leg, the third leg, and the fourth swing, and this is the fifth swing for the leading diagonal, the ending diagonal. So wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, and this is wave five. I count the whole of these five sub waves as my wave one, and the correction to the downside as my wave two. The whole of these on wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, and wave five. So that comprises of my new wave three. Wave one terminated here, wave two terminated right here, and the whole of this boom, 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 boom serves as my wave three. So correction to this downside is my wave four, and I expected this bullish move to the upside to be my wave five. So that has happened. Since that has happened, and the whole of this, I know this is my wave three. So now I'm expecting a correction to the downside, which has started happening since yesterday. So I wasn't able to pick it from this top, because of I was busy, I was doing other things. But what I'm expecting right now is this. Let me look inward on the, let's say, 15 hours, 5 minute time frame here, 5 minutes. So I can dissect USD properly. One, two, three, four, five. This is wave one. Wave two correction, and we have this wave one, wave two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Good. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Correction to the upside, wave two. Perfect. Permits me to take this my Elliot wave count. So repeat my wave one. This is my wave two correction. The whole of the move down here is wave three. Correction up here is wave four. The move downward here is wave five. Fine. So then we had a correction to the upside, and we have another impulse starting. The first leg is wave one, second leg wave two, wave three. Correction to the upside, wave four. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is wave five. Fantastic. So now we have two five waves to be able to spot it. So we spot the whole of these as the five waves. Sorry, that was the wrong circling. Let me try again. Yeah, the whole of these wave one to be like five subwaves, and we have another five subwave down here. Okay, from this high to this low. Fine. So what is happening right here now? So what is happening here is in form of a zigzag. Can you see it? Zigzag. So we are expecting it to terminate any region here. So that should be a correction for the whole of this impulse. So if I'm to label it for those that are experts in Elliott wave, what would they would do is they call this, sorry, they said the whole of this is wave one, correction will be wave two, and this might be wave one of three or wave three itself. So we can never predict what is happening accurately yet. So, but we just have to have like some basic assumptions to guide our own trade. So what we do is, if this is wave one and this is wave two, this should be wave three, or it should be wave one of wave three. That's very sure. So if that is the case, then we first know that our invalidation level will be here, and so far this invalidation level is not broken, market is going to continue going lower. That's the first scenario. Second scenario is that if the whole of this is A, wave A, and this is correction of wave B, and this is wave C, so then it's going to give us like first leg of zigzag, second leg of the zigzag, and third leg of zigzag, and then markets might continue pushing up. But that is not aligning with our former analysis here, which says that wave 3 has completed and we should have like a massive correction for wave 4. So I don't think the correction should have terminated somewhere here. Because if you are trying to find a correction for the whole of this, how about you say it, from the whole of this movement, the whole of this gigantic bullish move, you see it from the low of 0.95578 up to these heights. We now say the whole of this small correction will serve enough for this whole bullish move. No, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. So what the reason why I got to know that is just from my instincts and from my experience that wave four doesn't wave four of big wave three moves doesn't happen that way. The minimum is going to go is maybe 38.2 of the whole of that move. So using our Fibonacci, we already outlined that. Oh, yeah, where's the line? I removed the line before. Minimum is 38.2 followed by 50% Fibonacci level. That's the minimum that I think USD is going to fall to. So now let's go back into the lower time frame so that you can see this properly. So those are the region we are expecting USCHF to fall to. So don't be amazed when you see USCHF start falling and don't think you want to join the moving trend. Don't trade that way. You will have been anticipating for the trade ahead before time, as we have been doing now. We're already in this trade right from here and it's currently in profit for us. For if you are thinking of taking the trade now, you can pick it and make your stop loss should be somewhere here. So if you do that, you still have opportunity to see like a 2 to 1 risk reward ratio regardless of your lot size. Yep. Can you see that, guys? So the target is at where? Okay, this is a target. So it falls into this target. So it should be rest assured. So you're still having like uh, this is the first target, the second target somewhere here. So let's say if you pick the trade right now and your stop loss is here and your target aligns with the first target of like 98600 region, then you'll be having a risk reward ratio of 2.86, meaning for every dollar you risk, you are liable to get like $3 return for that particular trade. That is USDCHF trade. If you want to pick that, okay, I give you go ahead depending on your lot size, I will advise you to use like very minimal risk, the lowest you can do. It depends, we have different ways we can select the lot size we want to use to trade. So I call that position sizing. So position sizing has different techniques and it depends on what suits your own trading style. For me now, I have to do the calculation. What I do is I do fixed risk whereby I fix a particular amount of my equity that I'm willing to risk for each trade. For some people, what they do is they do fixed lots, whereby for their trading account, they say, okay, so far my account is below $200, I'm going to be using 0.02 for all my trades. I have some people like that. It depends. But I think I'm going to do a YouTube video demystifying what we mean by position sizing, different types of position sizing traders do use, the pros and cons of each of them. I'm going to try and do that, let's say in the coming weeks, depending on my availability. So we are going to be looking at the fixed lot size, the fixed risk, and we have some people that even they just use um, risk based on the pips at risk. That's what they do. They do their lot size based on the pips at risk. When they measure the pips at risk, okay, the stop loss is 30 pips. Okay, 30 pips. Okay, let me use 0.03. It depends. And some people they are very loss averse, whereby they are not even concerned about how much am I losing. What they are expecting is okay, the minimum target is here. Okay, fine. How many pips is that? If you say the pips is 100 pips, they'll say okay, 100 pips. If I use 0.1, I'll have $100. If I use 1.0, I'll have $1,000. Let me use 1.0. I want to have $1,000 profit. You know, that is an irrational way of using your lot size. But if it work or if but it will, if it works for you that way, who am I to say you shouldn't do that? So that's it. But we are going to look at different position sizing methods in one of our YouTube videos in the week ahead. I promise that. We are going to look at the limitation of each and which one I think is the best from my own point of view and my experience in trading. So, guys, that's that about USD trade call. I'll definitely come back to USD and we see how it's going, regardless till the end of this live stream. So let's look at Euro dollar. Euro dollar is the next one after USD on my pair. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Okay. Euro dollar analysis from the daily time frame. I've already done that in the Monday live stream. So guys, make sure you are here with us every Monday when we are doing the weekly outlook. So that is where we are going to be starting from the daily time frame, then coming down to 4 hour time frame and subsequent time frame. But for now, looking at the 4 hour time frame and see how market has done. So last week, when on Monday, on Monday when we were doing the analysis, I was anticipating that. Okay. On Monday when I was doing the analysis, market was around here. Then market was trading somewhere around here. So I drew this line to serve as a guideline if there's gonna be a divergence. On the 4 hour time frame is not there. I think it was on the 2 hour time frame. Yes. No, it wasn't on 2 hour time frame. On her. Yeah, it was on 1 hour time frame that I could spot the divergence there. Can you see? We have an uptrend on the RSI and we have a downtrend on the chart itself. So since then, we have seen the bullish move and it has been a bit of ranging move. So what I could see here on the lower time frame is I'm expecting the bullish correction to the upside actually, because right here you see like there's a WXY correction. But for some people, they can say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because an impulse cannot be a correction. So the whole of this is the first leg. This is second leg correction, and this one is third leg. So this third leg now might be a correction, and it may be a beginning of an impulse. So that's why I'm being careful of euro dollar. I don't know what exactly to do, but I'm currently in a buy trade for euro dollar, and I have my stop loss right here because that is when I know I'm wrong for my bullish approach. Actually, on the long run, I'm trading just correction. It's not as if um, I'm trading the buy for a long time frame. So what I'm expecting is I'm expecting a target of 1.0600, which aligns with this former high. If you could see this serve as a resistance region here, and is a strong resistance here also, but was later broken by this bearish candlestick. So I'm expecting market to do a bit of retracement up to that level, but the correction might already have completed right here. So we have to prepare for that too. So let's look inward and see the count there. So the whole of this is my wave one correction, and then I have correction down here. Wave one, not a correction this time around. Wave one here, then wave two down move. The whole of this is my wave four, wave three, and down move to be wave four, and this push up in my wave five. So that being said, Telegram message. I'm having a live currently. Who's messaging me? Okay. That being said, if you could have this as wave one, this is correction. The correction of this are wave two. All of this is my wave three. And this correction should be my wave four. This push up should be my wave five. Then there may be a correction to the downside that's going to be like for a short time frame. So what I'm expecting then as a whole is that there's going to be a correction here for the short term being from this region. Correction might just be like this. Then there will be a resumption to the upside. Or we can say the correction has terminated here. My goodness. Yes. So then we can say this is the whole of this leg is our wave A, and the correction downward here is our wave B, and the push to the upside here is our wave C. So if that is the case, then it's not going to be a short-term correction alone. It's going to go and skyrocket downward. So those are the two scenarios I have for euro dollar. But currently, I'm still going with the bullish scenario, and let's see how it goes. I'm going to update how euro dollar goes in the Telegram channel. In case you have not joined us on Telegram, please do so right now. Just follow the link in the bio. I said in the bio. Follow the link in the description box of the YouTube channel. You see our trading view, our Telegram channel link there. So that's that about that. We are going to be looking at USD card and gold in a moment. Just give me 2 minutes to quickly reply to this guy. Let me see trading view if there's any question from there. Trading view. Okay, we have participants from trading view here already. Okay, thank you guys. We have Wasim Pay. Thank you for being here. Okay. USD card is the next pair I want to look at. USD card. Can you see USD card? This is one of the best trade I missed that I don't think I can forgive myself for missing this trade last week. Because I've already analyzed USD card for over 2 weeks now, and I've been waiting for this buy opportunity. This was my buy stop position. This is where it ought to be, but I couldn't pick that trade because I didn't put the buy stop there. I didn't even execute the buy stop at all. I just marked my trend line there, and I was expecting price to get to that region and hoping I'm going to be in the bullish move. But before I know it, market just break above that region, and it didn't even give me an opportunity to enter the trade again. There wasn't a retracement, there wasn't any reversal in the short term, nothing. It just keep going higher and higher. And you don't jump into a moving train. You wait for it to get to the next bus stop. That's how I trade. So that was why that's why I couldn't take the advantage of USD card. But let's quickly look at what USD card is doing right now, and is there any opportunity for us to do anything right there on USD card? That's my that's what I'm going to be looking at in a moment. Okay, USD card. We are going to be analyzing USD card, guys. Now, please do not go anywhere. Okay, USD card. Just let me have something to drink. I'll be back. And let's quickly look at the financial market. If there's any news coming up today, today is Wednesday. I think there should be FOMC tonight. There should be FOMC tonight. Okay, by 12:30. That's in the next 30 minutes or 37 minutes. We are having US retail sales MOM being released. We are going to be having retail sales control group. So, and when it's 6 o'clock, we are going to be having the Fed interest rate decision. That's the FOMC press conference too. So today is a very, very important day for dollar across pair, and we have to be very careful with the way we trade dollar because right now we are expecting um, an increase in their interest rates. So we're expecting a 1.5% interest rate, and the previous ones were just 1%, 1%, and the consensus is 1.5%. So let's see how that plays out. So what I've just told you is that don't bother trading heavily when you know there are like big news like this that affect your trade position, because you can see mad market movement, volatility just going up and down and stuff like that. So what I do is I don't bother myself with which news is coming out for the day. What I do is I try to analyze ahead as much as possible, and I follow my own trading strategy. So most of the time, the trade will help you to arrive at your profit target faster, and at the same time, it might make you have a quick stop loss being hit. So that tells you that you are in the wrong side of the market, and you just. But because you saw a good volatility, like going to the upside after the news release, and you think you want to quickly pick it, before you know, it can just be in form of a spike. You know what we call spike? It goes up, and before you see it, it vanishes. So let's look at USD card. Give me a moment to get something to drink. I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Let's look at the USD card scenario and see what's happening. So for USD card, the all of this move starting from the beginning right here, starting from the beginning here to the opposite side down here. I call that my wave A. Okay. Yeah, we are back. Okay, yeah, we're back. So, the whole of this move is my wave A. I can label it as wave A like this. Then the correction to this upside is my wave B, and the whole of this down move to this point is my wave C. So let me take my normal tool. I think we are back. The audio is back too, I think. Yeah. So the whole of this down move is my wave A, this correction is my wave B, and down to the other side is my wave C. Then the next move to the upside should be an impulse also. So if that is the case, then you could see that wave C, I said wave C, USD card is going exactly as analyzed. So the first target for USD card, let's say the minimum target is up here. But currently it's showing a sign of like weakness. But I'm going to tell you this weakness is just for the meantime. It's not going to last. So don't be deceived by it. So the correction can be anything down here, and you're still going to see another opportunity to go long. So what I'm waiting for on USD card is just a retracement to the downside, an opportunity for me to pick the buy. The lower it goes, the better it is for me. So the lower it goes, I'm going to be looking for better opportunity to buy. That's it. So that's all what I could see on USD card. But for gold, let's look at gold. Yeah, last week, Mitchell said it on the. He said, Mitchell, you were there when we analyzed on Monday that gold is going to fall, and this is the outcome of the fall for USD card for gold. Gold fell massively. And so for me, what I'm expecting next for gold is a correction to the upside, which has started. It has started already, but I didn't join the buy position because I was able to count this to be wave one, wave two, the whole of this is my wave three, correction to also wave four, and this is wave five. So I'm expecting a minimum of ABC correction to fall into this territory, and that is the territory of 5061.0 of this down move. Taking my Fibonacci to see that from the whole of this beginning down here, so 56.1.8 region. That's where I expecting gold to get to. In the worst case scenario, let's mark that 38.2 region. Those are the minimum uh potential reversal zones for gold. So gold is going to rise and get into any of this region before it continues falling. That is when I'm going to be willing to pick the down trade. That's to pick the sell trade for gold. But right now, I don't think I'm ready to pick any sell position on gold. So that's that about that for gold. Now let's look at the GBP pairs. I'll start with the GBP USD pound dollar. So this was the illustration of what was happening right here. I told you guys the whole of this move to the upside is first leg with A, which serve as like with A right here. Then there was another move to this downside, serves as this with B. Then there was a bullish move to the upside, which is with C, serves as with C here. Give me a second. I want to check if the YouTube is live or not. Um, if the You- okay, fantastic, live. Okay, now so for GBP USD, what we are expecting is minimum of five wave downward here, and the first leg has completed here to be wave one. Zero should be at the beginning here. Correction upward here should be wave two, and the move downward here should be wave three. And I'm expecting a bullish move to the upside to serve as my wave four before we now see the correction down here to be a wave five. So this bullish move is not a surprise for me. It's something I've been expecting for GBP USD. Expecting GBP USD to gain momentum up as high as possible. Then we are going to continue seeing a down trend for GBP USD in the short time frame. So that's what we are expecting for GBP USD. So what about other GBP pairs like GBP CAD, GBP Australia, UCHF? I think they are doing almost the same thing. But let me look at GBP CAD. GBP CAD is the one I would like to look into. Yeah, this was the analysis we had last week. You see, you had an ABC correction to the upside. Then it was followed by an impulse downward. So this impulse is what we are now going to check if it has complete. Let me clean the chart and clean it, get it open, get it as clear as possible. The reason why I'm zooming in is that a lot of people that they can't identify what I can identify while I zoom out. So I'm trying to zoom in so that other people can see. It's obvious that this is the first leg of correction. All of this is the first leg, the second leg of correction. This is the third leg of correction. I think I'm going to make this wave. Yes, that's nice. First leg of correction, second leg, third leg, followed by an impulse to the downside, right? So the impulse that is coming to this downside, we have to examine it, look lower, and see if it's in form of five waves or not. So we count it using our five wave impulse. All of this built down. So wave one, correction to the downside should be wave two, and then that's terminated. It should be wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. It can't be so. So now I'm going to use my text. All of this is wave 1, end of wave 1. Fine. Then this should be like wave 2. Fantastic. Then this will be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. That's using this. I'm going to say the whole of this is wave 1, and this is wave 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, this is wave 5. So that being said, oh my goodness. Then this is going to be wave 3, not wave 2, wave 3. And see that. Then there's going to be a correction to the upside. That will be a wave 4. Okay, yeah. So wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside, wave 3 to the downside, wave 4. Then we expect the bearish continuation downward. That would be a wave 5. That's what I'm expecting. So that's what I'm expecting for DBB card. But on the other side, let's look at like an alternative scenario. What if what I'm expecting does not play out? What other scenario is possible? What other scenario may play out? So the other scenario that it's possible for this particular trade is you can have something like 3, 3, 5 to the upside. So what I mean is we're going to see something like this. This should be the first 3, then second 3, then we have 5 move to the upside. 4, 5. So this ABC will serve as this first leg of correction. Okay, then the move downward here, we label this as wave 1, this is wave 2, and this is wave 3. These 3 waves will now be this. Then it should be followed by a 5 wave to the upside that's going to break above this beginning. So if that will happen, then we are going to be seeing something like this impulse that's going to break in above this high. That's the second scenario. So I've explained the first scenario that there's a possibility that wave 4 terminates region anywhere here, and it's not going to break above the level of this wave 2. We're going to see a downward move for wave 5. That's the first possible scenario. The second possible scenario is that we are going to be seeing a flat pattern, and this is the illustration for flat pattern. 3, 3, and 5 to the upside. This first one is 3, the second one is 3 and 5 to the upside. Those are the 2 scenarios I have for GBP card. So I've been able to analyze GBP and GBP card. Those are the 2 pound related pairs which I've analyzed. Let's go back to our USD CHF and see how it's working out. Can you see what we're seeing on USD CHF? We see something like an ABC correction, and it's about to pull downward. Let's see if our trade is going to continue that way. Let me see what we have for euro dollar. If euro dollar is doing anticipated also. Okay, euro dollar, let's see, it's still a bit ranging the lower time frame, and this GBP card. So USCHF, I'm expecting it to fall lower. And for gold, I'm expecting gold to continue moving higher and higher to fall into the territory of any of these marked zone before we short this pair. For Ethereum, I've already analyzed Ethereum severally right here. I told you what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a pull up to the upside, then a push downward. For Bitcoin, I'm expecting almost the same. Put my Bitcoin here. So I'm expecting a push up to either this first region or this second region. That's what I'm expecting. So now let's go straight into the New Zealand pairs. I think we might be seeing something very interesting for New Zealand and Australian pairs. Mm. What's this? What's this one say? Okay. Analysis for Bitcoin. Okay, I've understood. I've explained that. Let's now go straight to New Zealand related pairs. We want to start with New Zealand USD. Australian USD, yeah. Start with Australian USD. Wave one, wave two, wave one, wave two. So for Australian USD, actually I don't have any trading setup right here on Australian USD, but let's quickly look at it together. That is that a message from someone? I think from WhatsApp. Okay. Now let me look at Australian USD on this 4 hour time frame itself. I had one, two, three. No, I have to remove this counts. Doesn't make sense. This move to downside looks bearish. We all know that. And so for that reason, the whole of this first leg will be a wave one, you have wave two, and this should be a wave three. The correction happening right here should be a correction of wave four. So it's not something that I think is going to last that long. So it will be something like this, wave four, before we see the big move to the downside. So we should be expecting something like this, wave five. This is what we should be expecting for pound dollar, for Australian USD, Australian yen, Australian dollar, I mean, AU. So that's that about Australian dollar. And lastly, let's look at New Zealand dollar before we call it a day in today's live session. New Zealand USD, I have this a wave two, this is my wave three, wave four, and this wave five correction and upside and now. And then this bullish, bearish move to this downside. One, two, three, let's see. One, two, three, four, five. So it's obvious as an impulse. I'm trying to demystify the impulse with one, with two. One, two, four. Okay, okay, okay. We five down here. So yeah, there's gonna be a correction also to the upside right here. There's gonna be a correction also here to the upside for New Zealand USD pairs. So this should be wave one, wave two. This will be one of new, three, two, one, two, three, four, five. So after this correction happens to the upside, that's when I can really say this is the count that's happening here. So for now, I'm going to just leave it the way it is. I'm not going to attempt to give a count to it yet because I know the whole of this down move is an impulse. Then we can now know what's happening. So let's see how the market goes. But for now, the trade we've been able to conclude on is USD and Euro dollar. USD In case you haven't joined this trade yet, you can do so, but make sure you do your position sizing properly and make sure you don't over trade. Don't put all your money in that particular trade, okay? So we have USDCHF, let's see how it goes. We have gold. Gold, we're expecting it to go higher and higher into this region. Let me permit me to bring this forward. Yeah, those are the potential reversal zones. Potential reversal zones we are expecting gold to get into, and that is what gold is doing. For you guys that you are just joining us, this is how I got to mark those points. I used my Fibonacci tool to measure the whole of this down move from the beginning to the end. Yeah, so you could see this is 38.2, this is 50, this is where it falls on 61.8. So those are the potential reversal zones for gold. And that is where I'm anticipating to sell gold from. I'm not saying it's not going to go above that, but when it gets to any of those region, any of those or let's say when it gets to that region, I'm not going to look for an opportunity to sell with either maybe I have a shooting star or other bearish candlestick. It depends. So that's my potential reversal zone for. So let's see what's going to happen with that because there's going to be FOMC report by 6 today. So I may not be live by that time, but I'm anticipating that what is going to happen is that there's going to be a spike to the upside before or after the release of the news. Then it's going to give us opportunity to continue to sell downward. And you never can tell how fast that may occur. So, but the best thing is for you to prepare yourself ahead before that happens. That's for gold. For USD we are expecting a pull to the downside, and that bearish move is just going to be for the time being. It's not going to be for like for forever. It's just going to be a correction. So with the advent of the news, there is a possibility you see a spike to the downside before the bullish trade resumes. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for being a part of this live session. I think I'm going to be calling it a day. So we meet tomorrow again, the same time by 11 o'clock. Okay? So, guys, thank you for listening. I really appreciate. For you guys following me on Trading View, thank you for being there. Also, if you have any question, you can message me directly on Trading View. Okay, so miss you guys in the same time in the same session at the same time tomorrow. Oh, thank you guys, and bye for now.